Good morning. Okay, I've never done this with my computer for this, but I needed my phone to hold. So I'm very angry this morning. And I posted this on the other app, but I can't use that one on this app because the song I used in the background of that app is copyrighted here, I think. Anyway, so last night there was a hypothetical question on the internet whether when Willow activated all the Slayers, if a trans man would be activated since he'd been born biologically female, or because he was a man, he would not be. And a whole lot of people posted a whole lot of really good answers. And one of them said something about the fact that since it was created by old men a long time ago in the patriarchy, that obviously, like, they wouldn't even have considered these things. And I based my reply, the beginning of my reply, off of that concept. So I want to read things so that there is no misunderstanding at all. I was very clear, I believe, and I've shown it with my trans children, and they believe that I am pro trans all the way. But let's be clear, I wrote, so let's say, for argument's sake, it is a spell based on biology, which was very poorly understood at the time. But it was tied to blood and sealed with blood, so at best, it was the lack of a Y chromosome that made it go through the female presenting babies. In that case, a trans man could be eligible for the original spell, and a trans woman would, sadly, not. If, however, it's evolved into the feminine protective badass energy that I remember, and I'm old, so bear with me, chances are good it would have evolved to cling to the feminine soul. The motherly instinct to save was a part of the original intent. Finally, Willow was the witch who activated all the Slayers, and Willow, beyond much doubt, would consider people by their chosen gender, not how their genitalia appears at birth. Ultimately, magic tends to work by the intent of the most recent caster. That was my entire reply. I get up this morning to something that says, Angela Beneke, I'm tagged specifically in it, says, there is no separate biological gender. Transgender does not mean they up and switch genders. It's recognition of what they've always been. In this case, a man who was mislabeled a girl as a child. A trans man is a man, period, end of sentence. Well, if you read what I wrote, I actually said that. I said female presenting Y chromosome. I was very clear to say, in fact, that because a trans man was female presenting, not a female. I literally have been very careful to make it clear that I believe a trans man is a man, a trans woman is a woman. In fact, I would like to get to the part of the world where we don't even say trans or trans. We just say man and woman. Actually, I'd like to get to the point of the world with biology. Like, the only time it matters is when it is a medical issue that requires it to matter, like your prostate or your uterus. I'd really like to get there. That would be great. But, sometimes I feel like people on the internet are just looking for a fight, so they like intentionally don't read what's written, or they look for like the one thing that doesn't go with like exactly the way they would have worded it, and they jump on it. I don't think I could have been less offensive in that post, uh, and yet I got yelled at. And normally I don't care that I got yelled at, but like the entire vibe of the entire thread was so good, and like I went to bed feeling so good. I wake up to this one troll who had to like intentionally misread what I wrote just so they could pick a fight. I don't know. I don't get it. It's FedEx just posted. My dog's about to bark, so I should probably end this anyway. But like, it just I don't get it. Like, do you need attention? Do you need a pat on your head? Yes, you are absolutely right. Gender and sex are two very different things. I didn't say that I don't know the difference between gender and sex. I said that old guys a billion years ago didn't know the difference between gender and sex. It's annoying. It's really annoying. That person back there that you can't see me pointing at, but like if you could, that person. He said XX and XY is science, and I spent like 3 hours explaining why XX and XY isn't science. And that was the last conversation we had as a married couple. So like please understand when I say I take this personally. I really do. It pisses me off.